Wow, I can't stop eating this. It's so good. Wow. Hi, everybody. It's Connie. Thanks for joining me today. I have the most wonderful, delicious queso dip for you guys, and it's just not any queso, and I can't wait to show you. You'll be a hit at your next party. Stay tuned. Okay, so what you'll need is 1 pound of hamburger meat, and we are going to fry this up in our pan and get it real brown and completely done. And I like my meat seasoned, but I like to hit mine with a little onion powder. And this is just to your taste. So at your discretion, if you don't want the onion powder or you don't want the salt and pepper, fine, because this recipe is fantastic without it. Okay, so once your meat is all browned up, you're going to need 1 packet of taco seasoning, and that's 1 1/4 ounces because I use the canister. So you want to put that in here and blend this really well together. Just kind of let that incorporate just a minute and cook. Okay, so now that our hamburger meat is finished, what I like to do, I like to use a foil pan for this that has about a 3-inch thickness to it, because this actually you're going to want to mix together once it's baked in the oven. But you can use a 13 by 9. Just be real careful. If you try to double this recipe, you actually are going to need a bigger pan. So what I like to do now is we're going to take 1 block of cream cheese, and we're just going to put that right in the middle there of our pan. And you're going to need 1 block of Colby Jack cheese, and I have this opened, and we are going to lay this, I can get it out. Okay, we're going to lay that right next to our pan just like this. And then the next block of cheese you're going to need is Monterey Jack. I know this will be so good with this. Trust me, this makes this dish fabulous. And now we are going to pour our hamburger meat over this mixture, just like this. Just like that. Kind of get the cheese covered there. And then you're going to need 1 can of Rotel tomatoes. And you can just pour that onto one side if you wish. Then next I have a 4-ounce can of chopped green chilies, and I'm using the Hatch green chilies. So you can just pour that to one side or across the one end of this cheese. So once you get it all in your pan, this is what it'll look like. And trust me, when it comes out of this oven, it's going to be fabulous. So what you're going to do now is cover this with foil, and you're going to have your oven preheated at 350 degrees. And we're going to bake this for about 40 minutes. I'll check it at about 30, 35 because I don't want my cheese to burn on the bottom. It's going to depend on how your oven is set. But the recipe calls for about 40, 45 minutes. But my oven tends to cook a little bit faster. So we're going to pop this in the oven. But you want to stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to make some yummy homemade chips to go with this fabulous dip. And you don't want to miss this at the end because, oh, it is so good. Stay tuned. All right, so I told you guys that we would make some homemade chips and I'd show you how to do this. But first, I just wanted to tell you, thank God I'm human, because I think I told you Monterey Jack. It's pepper jack cheese. So you're going to use 1 block of Colby, 1 block of pepper jack, and then the cream cheese. Okay? I once went to a church and it said no perfect people allowed. And boy, I'm glad they let me in. So anyway, just FYI for you guys, I'm really sorry for the mistake, but I couldn't go back and redo it. Anyway, so now let's get started on the chips. I have some white corn tortillas that are the little small ones, like the little street taco. And I have some oil heating in my frying pan over here, just about, maybe an inch, not too much oil. And I am going to cut these in quarters. So I'm going to take this and just cut them like little chips, like you see at a restaurant, just like this. And then I'm going to put these down in my hot grease. You want to make sure that's hot and kind of let them float around there and let that be cooking. And I have little tongs here, so when they get brown on each side, I think I can add a few more. There we go. We'll just turn them over when they get kind of puffed up. You guys have been absolutely fabulous. I hit 500 subscribers plus, and I mean, man, you guys are blowing me away. So just keep liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel. I love you all. This just makes my heart so happy, and I love it. So keep doing that. Okay, so I just finished the last of my chips, and look how beautiful these are. And we've already had some of them. They are fantastic. My queso cooked for 40 minutes. And so what you do now is you take the cover off and get you a spoon, and then you just start stirring up all this yummy, yummy cheese, meat, and oh my goodness gracious, this looks fantastic. I'll show it to you here in just a minute. We're going to taste it and see what it tastes like once I get all of this incorporated together. Okay, y'all, this is what it looks like when it's stirred up together. Oh my word, it looks fantastic. And I'm going to take one of my homemade chips and dip it here in this dip. We're going to have a little taste. Oh, wow. You have to try this recipe. I promise this is going to be a hit at your next party or at your dinner table. Go share the love and tell somebody you love them. And thank you. I'll see you next time. And don't forget my other videos. Bye.